What's up, y'all? So I've been a canning fool lately. I've canned Filipino beef stew, chili. This is my first ever batch of hot sauces made with the super chili pepper out there, and jalapenos, an onion, some garlic, lemon juice, a tiny bit of sugar. It tastes pretty good. It sure does. So I'm gonna gift some of these this year. People I think would like hot sauce, and I think that'd be nice. And I'm definitely gonna make more. I'm probably gonna buy another flat of these half pints and maybe some quarter pints too. But let's go outside and take a look at the bird. But before we do all that, quick update here. This is my newest rescue dog, and I don't know her name, and I'm trying to call different names to see what she answers to. She's got the training collar on because she likes the feathers. But she followed a homeless man about, I want to say, 5 miles or so to Rural King, and he said that she followed him, and he didn't know what to do with her. I said, I'll take care of her. So I put her on Facebook in our county's lost pet groups. There's like 3 different ones, and I put them in there, and nobody's claimed her. And then somebody said, well, she was her neighbor's dog, and those people are always strung out. They don't take care of her. She's surprised she's lived that long. She's a puppy having puppies. She's not a very old dog at all. She was covered with fleas. Her ears are badly fly bitten. She stunk like skunk and grease. I've given her 2 baths, and she acts like she's never had a bath before. She was terrified. I ended up getting the skunk smell out with baking soda and peroxide and dish soap, in case you're wondering. It works. But she was covered in fleas, and if you look at her, she's missing a bunch of fur. I mean, you could just see those fleas crawling all over her, poor thing. But she's happy now. She has other doggies to play with, and as long as she leaves the feathers alone, she's welcome to stay. Or if somebody else would like her, she's a nice little dog. She doesn't do nothing wrong. Okay, anyway, about the birds. I have one Muscovy drake that hangs around wherever he is. I thought I saw him, but he must be hiding. He usually hangs out under here or by the bird water over there. And all my other ducks, I can't find them, and I'm planning on weeding that out between tonight and tomorrow. But I'm going to pick the garden first because I want to get some more canning done. So I did buy some black French copper Morans, some blue lace golden Wyandottes, Isa Browns, Lakenvelders, and I also am letting a customer borrow my incubator, and we're splitting the hatch outs. So I got some from him, and they've just now discovered outside of the coop, but there's some in there. And I got some solar powered exhaust fans for in there because it does get hot, and all the windows in the camper are cracked, so they got some airflow. Because for the longest time, actually up until about a week ago, they never wanted to leave the coop ever. And I don't know what's going on with my squash out there, but we'll go out there and talk. Hang on. This looks like could be a cheese pumpkin. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But if you see, like, everything besides those Indian runner beans have died in the raised bed. The only thing that's living is that's crawling. It's putting roots in the ground. The rest of everything's dying. So I'm wondering if the pH below isn't an issue. And I honestly haven't been out here squash bug hunting, but that's about done anyway. So I'm kind of at a point where I just, whatever, I'll probably end up coming out here squash bug hunting tonight or tomorrow, but I haven't been on it. So I topped all of my indeterminate tomatoes besides the cherry tomatoes, and I don't know what's going on with my camera. Okay, that's better. It's gonna be awkward trying to film with this camera view. Come on, no. Nope. All right, we're sticking with this camera view. So I topped them all so I could focus on ripening all the tomatoes left on there. Clearly I've got a bunch of tomatoes to pick. I do plan on trying to make more salsa and more tomato sauce or diced tomatoes out of this batch. I'm definitely going to do a batch of salsa. So this is dying down, but I do have Brussels sprouts and broccoli started to replace them. And then I'm also going to harvest the rest of the basil in here and call it quits for that for the year. Look at my beautiful lemon balm. It's so pretty. Tastes so good. Love it. Now for some reason the camera wants to focus right. I'm picking, these are San Marzanos I'm picking. There's one that fell down there. I'm not going to pick any cherry tomatoes right now because I'm using this laundry basket and all they're going to do is fall through. So yeah, I'm just going to skip on the cherry tomatoes for right now. Yeah, I have no more well, it looks like there's a green onion trying to grow back right there, which that's good. I'll probably end up topping this off with some more compost when I top off these beds for my fall winter garden. Black Krims. This has been my favorite tomato this year, is a Black Krim, and actually I am going to take this sucker right here because I'm picking them off anyway so they could finish ripen, and this is growing out of the top, and I'm going to propagate it. I'm just going to stick that in some water and new roots will grow out all over those hairs. That's going to go in my pocket. I'm going to grow some tomatoes and other food inside during the winter that I can't grow outside. A bunch of spoon tomatoes. That's Husky Cherry Red from Bonnie's. Blue cranberries I am not a fan of. I don't know when to pick those actually. It seems like I either got to pick them underripe or they're splitting, turning weird colors, and I just don't want to eat them. So I probably do want to grow either the spoon tomato or the blueberry cherry tomato inside the house over the winter as well. So as we're coming down here, you'll notice I decided to go with these A-frame trellises for my cowpeas. I actually really like them. They're lightweight, pretty sturdy, and easy to move. So I like that aspect of it. And my silver slicer cucumbers are just taken over. This hybrid variety down here, and I can't remember what the hybrid's called, it's just now starting to take off and put out cucumbers, so I'm probably going to be pickling with those. I'm supposed to try to make a salt brine pickle. Oh, well, it's not pickled, it's a ferment. I'm supposed to try to make one of those recipes. And then my recipe I made last year was a huge hit. I'm going to try to make some more of those too. Get them sold. I don't need any more pickles. I've got plenty left from last year in my pantry. I guess I just don't need as much pickles. At least this year I haven't. This past year. But the cowpeas are starting to dry out. These look like Japanese tiger melons. I'm waiting on some of them to start ripening up, but they don't look like it yet. I've never grown them before. They were a new variety for Baker Creek this year, and I'm trying them. So they sound hollow, but none of the stems and stuff are drying up yet. But yeah, I'm excited to try them for sure. There's another silver slicer. I'm not sure what that melon is growing right there. It very well could be a cantaloupe or a honeydew. It's hard to tell right now. That looks like another Japanese tiger melon or a watermelon. It's hard. I don't think it's a watermelon because look at the leaves. Oh, look at my screen's doing its thing again. Alright. Ooh, there's a cantaloupe growing back there. See it? Yeah. And that looks like a Could be a Crenshaw melon, perhaps. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, I'm seeing little melons starting to pop out everywhere, which is making me excited. Look, there's a watermelon, and my corn is doing great. And I'm actually going to be ordering some mineral oil before long to help with the silkworms. And we're also going to be putting brushed dog hair down here to deter the deer. Keep the deer away from eating the corn. I've only got like 6 okra plants this year. My potatoes are going to be fun to dig up because look how weedy it got. I didn't complete the roost out method that I was going for this year. Huh, look at that watermelon. I wonder what variety that is. That's funny. So I am also going to be freezing more okra, giving some okra away, and trying to prepare and freeze breaded okra for frying. And a lot of these determinate tomatoes down here, they had a rough year. They had the bad hailstorm, and then they got trampled on by the mule, which he's across the street with the horses now. So he's no longer an issue down here. And then, yeah, poor things. And they're starting to die. So there goes that. But hopefully I'll get quite a bit more tomatoes off of them. I just feel like with all these plants, I didn't get a lot of tomatoes this year, which is totally disappointing. So I'm definitely going to be growing the same amount of tomatoes next year. Look at the eggplants rocking. There's my super chili pepper plant. It puts off lots of these little red peppers that are pretty stinking spicy. They're about as spicy as a cayenne, and for me, that's pretty stinking hot. And then I have some weird colored jalapenos. That's a cream sausage tomato, and that was some of the last seeds I had, so I saved seeds from those, and that actually was one of the better varieties that grew for me down here. That and Celebrity I thought were really good this year. I really like the Celebrity as well. So that's it for the garden tour right now. I'm actually going to start picking some more of this stuff, bringing it in, and canning. So I will see you all later. Maybe I'll show you how I do my salsa or make hot sauce at some point. I definitely want to share a video, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to it this year. The method I've been using, well, I guess I could, about getting juice in sauce pretty quickly, and just a quick, I'm impatient method. I like trying different methods of things, and this year the impatient method is my flavor. So thank you for stopping by, everyone. It was nice hanging out again. I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless.